And welcome back, everyone. It is the day, the Season 10 finale, Galactus versus Unicron. We've been waiting for this for a while. Here we are. So if you've seen my prediction video, I'm going with Galactus. I had a lot of people talking about how he's not above Universal, but that's really not true. And the only thing that really gave me the belief to vote him is the fact that he can fight on a conceptual level, which means, in theory, he could beat the theoretical concept of something, which is what Unicron represents. We'll see ultimately what the decision was. Let's break this down.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and
Deathbattle? Boom, let's get into this. I'm liking this, by the way. They're actually starting with a clip of the fight beforehand. Clearly they're experimenting with, trying to evolve the video.
Devourer of worlds. And Unicron, almighty.
By the way, I did work with the sound a little bit. Someone did mention in the comments for Goku vs. Superman, but the sound mixing was a little off.
Deathbattle.
So I still need to get a mic, but unfortunately I keep running out of money.
What is the nature of evil?
So yeah, hopefully this. I think I found the right tone.
No, seriously, is the wolf that hunts the hare evil? What about the bear that kills the wolf, or the man that slays the bear?
That is dancing and kung fu kicking in a bear
Perhaps
suit.
This question was on Galactus of Ta's mind as he hurtled toward the end of infinity. I'm pretty sure the question on his mind was, how do I turn this goddamn
so I'm probably going to talk over a lot of
Eons
this
ago, the planet Ta was a paradise.
They do mention coming up that he absorbed individual powers from, or like a level of power from individuals from the previous multiverse.
The Ta and scientist Galen watched as the rest
so
of
yeah,
his race
this is what Galactus originally looked like,
and
everyone.
decided to die
A balding
gloriously
guy
on his own terms.
By flying a ship into the sun, just like great-grandpappy Boomstick,
Final fight, the final
crazy old
futile
coot.
gesture.
But instead of being vaporized on contact like great-grandpappy Boomstick, Galen got bitten by a radioactive god.
As the last living thing left before the universe's end, Galen was visited by the sentience of the multiverse, who merged with him as part of a cosmic cycle of death.
Oh god, yeah, they
As
merged
the old
with individuals
multiverse
that
died,
merged with the
a new one
multiverse.
was born, and the scientist Galen was no more.
This is where I don't
In his place
understand
was
where
a
people
being
say
of
he's the only
untold
universal.
power,
What?
The Ravager of Galaxies.
Guys, like,
Galactus.
actually look into this shit.
Despite looking like a masochist giant purple vibrator,
Existential
J-Dog here is one
concept
of the
beyond good and
strongest
evil.
beings in all of
Harold
Marvel,
Franklin
baby,
Richards, victim
and
of
there's
countless
only
bastard
one thing he wants to do: eat friggin' worlds.
And that's the thing.
Galactus is so
Galactus, as they said earlier, isn't
mind-meltingly powerful
traditionally
that strong
evil.
doesn't really begin to describe him.
Yeah.
Just being near him will begin to warp your perception of reality.
Yeah.
In truth, he isn't even really a physical being with a soul anymore,
No.
but composed of energy itself, the power cosmic.
Basically, your all-purpose space god magic that no good
All-purpose
almighty
space
ass
god
woman
magic,
god can
yeah.
go without. Sure, he can use it to blast your
Has to
ass
do
to
planetary
unholy
energy,
smithereens,
attacks
but it's a
dark
lot more
matter.
flexible, too.
Described as being in touch with every other living thing at once, the power cosmic allows one access to a near infinite pool of knowledge
power
and the
cosmic is
ability
such a
to sense
broken
danger ahead of
ability.
time.
I don't think there's a lot for
He
him to
felt
be afraid
ego.
of. He can manipulate matter, read and control the minds of gods, and teleport entire galaxies across the universe.
This
The power
isn't going to
cosmic
matter
allows
much
him
in the fight with
fundamental
Unicron.
control
He's
over
gonna do
life
the same.
itself, manipulating souls, creating new life forms from nothing, and even resurrecting the dead. And because his body is composed of energy, he can't really be hurt in the traditional physical sense. This allows him to grow or shrink his body with seemingly no limit, and
Seems we've hit the point where they're now actually getting
Wait. He chooses to look like that?
His physical appearance matches the species observing him, so a human sees a human Galactus, a Skrull Galactus, and so on.
He's a
so
rat
it's just like
Galactus
how
thing.
I see the world.
What are you staring at?
What matters most to me in the world. Awesome.
No, not awesome. Very not awesome.
Yeah.
At least as far as Galactus is concerned, since witnessing his approach is itself the end of the world.
Yeah.
You would only have enough time to pray to your paltry gods before Galactus consumed your entire planet, absorbing its energy into
It looks like he's
himself,
just like
and
burying his
moving
face
on
in
to
his
his next meal.
Man, I guess his costume is appropriate because he sounds like a total dick.
Size of
Come
the
on,
solar
man.
system,
You watched
like
your whole
home,
planet die. Now you're gonna go around the universe doing the
Punishers,
same thing?
Robots, the ultimate
It's not
nullifier.
entirely his fault. Galactus' power is so immense that the only thing that can sustain him is the consumption of entire worlds. Without this constant feeding, he would perish, just as humans would without consuming plants or other animals.
Kinda like how I hunt squirrels because I hate each and every one of them.
No, categorically the exact opposite, actually. Galactus isn't vengeful or cruel. If he could avoid any unnecessary death, he would. But just as the universe is bound by the laws of physics, Galactus is bound by his hunger.
And that hunger has put him in conflict with some of Marvel's other heaviest
hitters.
I
remember
like Odin and
some
the
of those
Phoenix
cartoons.
Force. Galactus' fight with the Other and the Scryer got so intense, they threatened the entire infinite multiverse just as a side effect of the battle.
While Galactus himself can comfortably cross
who the hell was saying he was universal in the comments? I have no idea where you're getting
abstract concepts than actual living things, many of which operate outside of linear time.
Like this alien bug
one-shot dark side, I remember that.
Energy to destroy 2 whole universes.
He's the bomb destroyer of Black Winter, that's no joke.
By him, he still nuked 3 whole star systems before getting
eternity.
a snack.
Should he somehow be threatened by beings beyond even the scope of his power, Galactus crafted a device to solve
the ultimate nullifier.
Problems. The ultimate nullifier.
In case that name isn't obvious enough, it's a teeny tiny weapon that destroys anyone you think of.
It doesn't just destroy them, it destroys everything. The entire multiverse is eradicated, then recreated without the target.
It may even destroy its own user if they are unskilled or unfocused. Galactus.
That's exactly what happened when Galactus used it on the abstract god of destruction, Abraxas.
He destroyed the god of destroying things with a Happy Meal toy. It's like my therapist said. Great things come in small packages.
And the nullifier was key to Galactus' first great defeat upon his inevitable arrival on Earth.
When that pesky Reed Richards managed to get his stretchy hands
I
on the
do
thing,
wonder if you're going to go into, I
finally
believe it's called
backed down and
Lifebringer
spared the
Galactus.
Which makes no practical sense. The ultimate nullifier is a part of Galactus himself.
Yeah.
He uses his own power. He can summon it at any time and even escape its effects by hiding in a pocket dimension.
There you go.
He had the safety on.
Maybe he was just bored.
After billions of years of cosmic genocide just to survive, I'm pretty sure Galen forgot what it meant to be mortal. Perhaps that was the true evil all along, the slow death of Galen's humanity. Because what could be more terrifying than a being that sees everything and everyone you know and love as nothing more than his next meal?
Oh, so they're not going into the
This episode of
Lifebringer
Deathbattle is
version
sponsored
of
by BetterHelp.
Wiz, it's getting to be the
no one cares about
this
this
again,
right now. So they're not going into Lifebringer Galactus. Okay. That does, and with this, I'm just gonna pause it briefly, because they've been over this part already. So they're not going into Lifebringer Galactus. That's see, that was one of the few things that really made me think Galactus could win this. Luckily, the ultimate nullifier and the fact that he can threaten an infinite multiverse still puts him on the level of Unicron, so that does help. But okay.
Come on, bad Unicron.
We'll see what happens.
God, bad.
The One decided to split Unicron into 2 beings. One of order and hope, known as Primus, and the other of chaos and evil, known as Unicron. Again,
like all good sibling rivalries,
Brother,
they
fundamental
pushed each other's
concept of
shit in
evil.
over the fate of all existence.
Rodimus Prime
That
Black
is, until
Hole,
the goody little
Child's Toy ran a
tricked his
Q&A
bro into
column
imprisoning
in
their
the
souls
Armada
in giant
comics.
asteroids. Classic sibling prank. For me, it was the dryer.
Primus terraformed his asteroid into what would later be known as the planet Cybertron, while Unicron did something different.
Yeah, he turned his planet into a planet that eats other planets.
Yeah.
Not only that, it can change its form into a giant badass robot Satan.
And turn
He's
into
literally
Unicron.
the first Transformer.
And with this new body, Unicron would travel the cosmos, consuming planet after planet and universe after universe. Not necessarily because of any hunger or need,
because he
but
wants
because
to.
Unicron is the physical embodiment of death and destruction.
Yeah.
He is literally programmed to destroy everything.
God's gotta do what a god's gotta do.
God's gotta
and
do
good
what
luck
a
trying
god's
to
gotta
fight
do,
back.
just like babies.
Uni's robot body comes
Time,
with a
space
tractor beam,
manipulation.
eye
We've
lasers,
seen
fire
all this
breath,
temporal
a chest
congruence.
cannon, and an antibody system in case anyone tries to pull a Drax on him.
Yeah.
Unicron can mentally dominate an entire race of beings, erase things from existence, warp the fabric of space and time, and even manipulate matter itself.
So even if his big robot body is damaged or destroyed, he can repair it like
Pretty much.
or even send his spark out to find a new host.
Essentially the Transformers version of a soul, Unicron's spark is immensely powerful and produces its own energy source. Dark Energon.
Oh,
Unicron is so evil that he can literally turn his bad dude energy into weapons of mass destruction, like unholy blades or planet-busting lasers.
This Dark Energon will corrupt any that consumes it, turning them into a puppet of Unicron himself.
Basically, almost like a
It's
zombie.
also obviously the opposite of regular Energon, which is created by Primus and what fuels the Transformer race. So Unicron basically runs on the opposite of life. If
he runs on death.
Death as a big robot, can he even be killed?
Not by any convention.
Yeah, not in the conventional
Even the
sense.
destruction of his spark isn't guaranteed to end him. He will continue to exist as a necessary force that drives the cosmos. Anytime he's destroyed, he will appear again in a new universe. In fact, almost every Unicron you've seen in movies, TV,
Basically
and
the
comics
same one.
are the same Unicron.
Unicron is a literal force of nature.
Yeah.
You can't reason with a hurricane that hates you. All you
I
can
love
do
that
is
line.
see it and get
Can't
the
reason
hell
with a
out of the
hurricane that
way.
hates
But this hurricane is never going to stop until you and everyone you know is DED dead. His mere presence drove an entire planet insane.
I was trying to be poetic before, but this is what evil is. Incomprehensible, undeniable, inescapable. You can't even wait him out. He is unbound by the concept of linear time.
The Chaos Bringer is so powerful, his mere presence wrecks the space-time continuum and can erase galaxies from existence just by strolling by.
To be clear, it isn't the force he's generating by moving that destroys things. It's his existence. His mere being is so overwhelmingly evil that the fabric of space-time cannot fathom Unicron's presence.
Dude, no wonder he was able to devour nearly a quarter of the entire multiverse. One universe at a time.
Estimates for the size of the Transformers multiverse vary, from over 15 quadrillion universes to an infinite number of universes, branching timelines, and planes of existence. And who better to portray a being who brings death to the universe than the man who gave birth to modern cinema?
That's right.
A final role fitting for an artist so much
voiced by
larger
Orson
than
Welles.
life. Or deeply ironic that it's a feature-length toy commercial.
The Transformers movie has always been celebrated for its excellence.
Despite that unbelievable power, the Chaos Bringer's almighty rampage through reality has been halted a number of times, usually due to the matrix of leadership, the essence of Primus himself, and the embodiment of all hope and light in the universe.
Are you telling me that Robo-Satan was defeated by the power of friendship? Forget beer! I'm gonna need some of that shit going straight into the vein!
As the abstract idea of evil actualized, any notion of goodness is directly antithetical to his being.
As incomprehensible to Unicron as he is to
Great
us.
Galactus,
Despite the best
supermassive black
efforts
hole,
of
shook the
heroic
universe with his
Transformers
blows,
like
battle
Optimus
alliance,
Prime,
Autobots, and
Unicron has
Decepticons.
always returned from the smoldering ashes of defeat and risen to threaten reality again.
It's his very nature.
Such as the time a united armada of Autobots, Decepticons, and an entire people created from his cells, the Minicrons, tried to destroy him once and for all.
They actually succeeded in killing him, until Galvatron's hatred for Optimus brought Unicron back to life.
Because challenging Unicron means challenging evil itself. Destroying destruction itself. An impossible paradox.
You can't kill Unicron because killing is literally what Unicron is. So, what does that mean for us?
Every petty act of violence, every war, every cruelty, every death battle gives Unicron life. The life he'll use to kill us
Unicron.
all.
Unicron's been Unicron and Bill Cipher have been behind the whole thing, everyone.
Unicron's not just some comic book villain. He's all there is and all there will be. He was there at the beginning, and
he's got a great design, man. Some of the artwork on this guy's.
He's as inevitable as your dying breath.
Jesus, now you got me scared.
Now you got me scared. All right, then. So we're just gonna move ahead to the actual. All right. Whoop. Final thoughts. He exists as a concept, but that ultimate nullifier can actually counter, because that's full existence erasure. That is different than death. Both are universal, multiversal. Both have threatened infinite multiverses. Unicron's power, though, literally his existence literally warps reality, though. You know what? Let's just cement it right now. I'm gonna stick with my boy Galactus. They're not bringing in the Life Bringer or whatever. I think it's Life Sower. Not bringing him his like more up powerful form, which I actually think is kind of bullshit, because that means this fight will still be debatable. But regardless, it's time for a death battle. Good effects so far.
All things must. Your world has come to an end.
No, I want it. I like how she's like,
this planet is mine to consume. So saith Galactus, destroyer of worlds.
I'm gonna just grab you.
Thus decrees Unicron, chaos.
I'm just gonna start eating raw, so I don't care. Ow. Of course, he transforms immediately. I think it would be funny if he fought as a planet for a while, though. I want this planet.
Madness, so quick to beg for oblivion's embrace.
I am Oblivion.
Greg.
Be gone.
Ow, ow, ow. This looks fantastic. Throwing a star at him. They're gonna get to the point where they bat a black hole away, don't they? Blast him with a black. I think Galactus is older too than Unicron. Boom. Oh man, this is just holy shit. Galactus looks good. Unicron looks fantastic. I don't even know actually what I'm looking at there. Ow.
I am the power cosmic incarnate, not so easily felled.
Ow. Dick. You're a dick.
Fleeing so readily, Unicron.
No devourer, transforming.
Holy shit, he's eating an entire universe.
For mercy, behold blackening sky. Against mine chaos, even gods will die.
Ow. Oh man, holy crap. This is awesome.
Galactus meets your challenge.
It's like, bitch, I can do this too.
We'll bring destruction.
You're literally tearing apart galaxies.
And destruction, pure finality, in first and last, true immortality.
If Galactus doesn't run out the nullifier, that might be the clincher.
I have no patience left.
Here we go.
Return thy dreams into the void where none may hear your screams.
Here it comes.
You know not the power which you command.
Of course I do. Your death I thus demand.
Oh, he possessed the damn thing. Oh, he possessed it!
Finally, I have won.
Nope. Because he hit in the pocket dimension.
Power bringer of chaos. Yet by my vigor thou hast.
Wait a minute. Oh, I was gonna say.
Witness the last fate that awaits you thus. For almighty Galactus must now feed.
We know Galactus and Unicron were beings who could manipulate reality itself and do
Vindication!
basically anything.
Older than the universe, unbound by time, they had each other matched in a lot of ways.
So it ultimately came down to which of them was more powerful.
Both could threaten an entire infinite multiverse,
Yep.
but Unicron could only do so over time,
Yep.
devouring them one by one.
While Galactus' battle with the Scryer and the other threatened to destroy the entire Marvel multiverse as just a side effect.
Not to mention, Galactus tussles with cosmic beings like himself all the time.
While
Yep.
Unicron is usually the top dog in Transformers,
Yeah, that's
he's
another
a
thing,
big
yeah.
fish in a relatively small pond.
Yep.
Relative to Marvel, at least.
That might sound better for Unicron at first, but it means he has way less experience than Galactus in full-on fights against dudes his size.
And while Unicron has used Dark Energon to infect and corrupt other beings in the past, Galactus technically doesn't have a soul thanks to his cosmic rebirth from Galactus.
There you go.
And he's fended off mental attacks before, so there's no real reason to think that would work here.
And as lame as it is, the ultimate nullifier is just really, really overpowered.
Despite Unicron being able to survive the destruction of his spark, the ultimate nullifier is significantly more thorough. Consider the time it was used against Abraxas, a being that embodied the abstract concept of the multiverse's destruction.
Like Unicron.
Sounds like somebody you know? Even against someone like that, the
Let me see
good old Ollie
what we got here.
had no problem.
Alright, so they are both equal in reality warping capabilities, but Galactus is much tougher and more powerful, had the ultimate nullifier, destroys conceptual beings, resists corruption by Dark Energon, but his cosmic hunger drains his stamina. The nearly impossible to kill traditionally is the only thing Unicron got, but cannot be resist the ultimate nullifier, is weaker than a sated Galactus and harder to regenerate. His body's hard to regenerate. Alright.
Problem erasing him from reality, and the same would happen to Unicron.
Yep.
While Galactus could always hide in that pocket dimension,
Yep.
just as he escaped the nullifier before.
Unicron was an insanely terrifying threat, but Galactus had the power, experience, and arsenal to ultimately
I believe he's just
annihilate
much
him.
older too.
If you thought Galactus was going down in this fight, you were Unicron.
The winner is Galactus.
All right then, and that is the season finale. They're going to give us any previews for next
Season 11
season.
is on the way. Thanks so much for watching, and a special thanks to our channel members for being champions this year. Get ready for more Death Battle in 2024.
Let's see here. Season 11 on Death Battle. The Fool, the Death, the World, and the one vote you voted for. Wile E. Coyote versus Tom. I believe it was like Tom from Tom and Jerry. All right. So there you have it, folks. The Death Battle, Unicron versus Galactus. I got it right. Woo! I don't think I'm going to do any death predictions for next season because the only one they kind of did confirm was Wile E. Coyote versus Tom. I'll just honestly wait for that one when it's actually announced. So yeah, what did you think of the Death Battle? It looked great. It was fantastic looking. So I don't know. Maybe you thought it was crap. Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.